Hello dear students, welcome to the video lecture 2 of the chapter Electric Charges and Fields. Today we will discuss conductors and insulators, gold leaf electroscope and grounding. To begin with, conductors. Conductors are basically metals like copper, aluminum, silver. We can see copper here in the image. This is aluminum and here is silver. Conductors conduct electricity. This is their property. Next, insulators. Substances like glass, lucite, wood are insulators. You have known glass and wood. Lucite is a higher grade acryl. So you can see the glass here, lucite and wood. They do not conduct electricity. Conductors have large number of free electrons that makes them to conduct electricity, whereas insulators have very small number of free electrons in them. That's why it's not possible for them to conduct electricity. So here we will see how both of them are used in supply of electricity. So copper is a good conductor which is used as a conductor by winding or covering it with insulator material. So copper is used because it is having large number of free electrons, so it will conduct and it will be protected with insulator which has very less number of free electrons. So now let us see what happens when we try to take a charged rod and bring it closer to gold ball. Gold is a good conductor. Let us have a look at it once again. So as soon as we bring the charged rod and touch it with the gold ball, the charges will spread on the surface of gold. So in case of a conductor, when extra charge is given to it, instantly the charges spread on the surface of the conductor. That is the speciality of conductor. Now when we try to do the same with insulator, that is a plastic ball, if I bring the charged rod and just touch it with the insulator, that is plastic ball, the charges do not spread. So when extra charge is given to an insulator, it remains localized. That means it stays where it was dropped. So now let us actually figure out how do objects get positively charged. So we might get to know all the details here in detail. Like I'm going to go deeper into the material to understand what exactly is making them positively charged. So let us take a metal connected with attached to a stand and placed like this. So this is a metal cone. Now if electrons from a neutral atom, that means this is a conductor which is having neutral atoms. Atoms are usually neutral itself. That means the number of protons inside the nucleus will be equal to number of electrons revolving around it. This makes the atom neutral. So if I remove electron from a neutral atom from this conductor, then the conductor will become positively charged. So here is the neutral atom, one neutral atom from the conductor, and in this neutral atom I'll take a electron and rip it out of it. So I've removed an electron. Now there is no balance in that number. Now a proton is excess. One proton is excess. That's why the neutral atom is no more neutral. Now it has become positively charged. So this way the deficiency of negative charge creates a positively charged body. Note it, the deficiency of a negative charge creates positively charged body. Moving ahead, now the whole conductor appears to be positively charged if it is done with all the atoms. One more point to be noted is protons cannot be removed out of the neutral atom because they are bound with strong nuclear force. So electrons can be ripped out of the atom much easier compared to proton. Moving ahead, now let us see how objects become negatively charged. So this time if an extra electron is added to a neutral atom of the conductor, then conductor becomes negatively charged. So let us take a neutral atom, and here enlarged one, you can see the number of positive charges are equal to number of negative charges. Now if I get an electron and add it to the atom, then what happens? There is an excessive negative charge, one excess charge. So this makes the atom negatively charged. So if I do it for almost all the atom of the conductor, then I will get a negatively charged conductor. This is the way we try to do it. So note that the deficiency of negative charge makes a positively charged body. Addition or excess number of negative charges creates a negatively charged body. Let us move ahead now. So let us study gold leaf electroscope. It is a simple apparatus that helps to detect the charge on a body. So it contains a container fixed with a glass window, and this is the setup where we have a metal knob at the top and a metal rod connected to an insulated stopper which does not allow the charge to flow down or get spread the charges to the box. Only the charges from the metal knob connected to the rod can flow down. So here is the gold leaf where the charges from the top can flow to the down till the gold leaf. So it works on the principle of like charges repel each other. Let us see how it works exactly. So if I try to take the knob connected to metal rod along with gold leaf, if I try to get a charged rod very close to it, that is negatively charged, then the charge will get spread over the setup. Now here, because of the same charge on the gold leaf which is split into two, what happens? The gold leaf will spread. Reason is the two leaves, that is two petals of the gold leaf will try to spread away from each other. The reason for that is the repulsive force between the same kind of charges, and here the charges are instantaneously able to spread over this setup. Reason is the metal is conductor as well as the gold is conductor, as previously we have discussed. In this case, now let us try to take a positively charged rod and let us drop the positive charges. You know, we are not trying to drop positively charged or positive charges. We are actually trying to do is remove the negatively charged or electrons from this setup, which creates a deficiency and that causes the body to get positively charged. Since we have left the positive charges on this, at the last they will get repelled and the gold leaf will get diverged at the bottom. So the amount of divergence in this case depends upon the amount of charge which was given to the electroscope. More amount of charge is given, then the divergence of the gold leaf is higher. Same case, now let us try to do this. That is, I am getting a positively charged rod very close to our previous setup, and you can see that it will get neutralized. Once it gets neutralized, then the gold leaves will converge. The same way for the positively charged setup, if I try to do it, I am going to bring a negatively charged rod. Once I try to do that, it will get neutralized, and once again the gold leaf will try to converge. So amount of convergence depends upon the amount of charge given to the electroscope. Okay, next is the concept of grounding, or we usually call it as earthing. Earthing is provided for the house purpose so that we do not get shock. So let us see in detail. So the process of sharing the charge with the earth is called earthing. So this is the symbol for earthing, or we can also see it as grounding. So here I am taking a conductor which is negatively charged. If I connect this to ground, that is, if I do earthing for this, then these charges will flow to the earth. That means they all are shared to the earth. So the conductor becomes neutral. The excessive charges are sent to the earth. Similarly, if there are positive charges and we connect it to the ground, or we are doing earthing to it, then all the positive charges are trying to flow through the earth. Now here in real sense, as I have already told you, positive charges do not move. Then exactly what's happening? The thing that is happening is the negative charges from the earth will try to flow towards the conductor and will try to neutralize it. So you can see the negative charges have arrived there and they have neutralized it. This is the real fact. Yes. Now if you try to do this without the earthing, there are plenty of chances that you would get shock. Now you might think, why I am getting shock? You are actually trying to do is you are doing earthing. Okay, so you can see this, what exactly happens here. When you touch the circuit, the charges from the circuit will try to flow through your body as you are trying to behave like a conductor for that, because body contains minerals along with water, so you act like a conductor. So the charges will flow through your body. The negative charges are moving through your body and they are reaching the ground, so you suddenly get a shock. So we can see our day-to-day house purpose, how the wiring is done or the setup is provided with the 3 slots. The first one, as you can see here, is phase, and this one is neutral. The top, which one we are trying to study, is ground. So the excess amount of charges will be flowing through the top knob or the top hole in every appliances. Okay, so here is the ground that we usually do it for our house purpose or domestic purpose. So the metal plate connected to a needle or a nail is immersed into the land, and the wire is connected to the socket of our appliances or socket of our switchboard. So any excessive charges flows or through the any excessive charges which flows through the device will be bypassed to the ground, and from the ground it will be shared to the earth. Ground wire, it will be shared to the earth, and this will act like a safety purpose. You can say it is a safety for us, security also. Okay, so that we don't burn our appliances and cause a lot of damage. Thank you students, and see you in the next video lecture.